What's up, y'all? This is Ron P. from Wise Guy Bets coming to you with the morning line. This is a show where we're going to discuss the lines for the games going on during the day. Today is the first day of Major League Baseball season. Today is July the 23rd, 2020, and we're going to look at then we have two Major League games for today. New York Yankees at the defending champion Washington Nationals, and the San Francisco Giants at the Los Angeles Dodgers. As you can see, the Yankees are a slight favorite in today's game. It's actually increased a little bit over the last day or so. At money line is minus 137, and the run total is 7.5. So we're going to look at this game a little bit more to break it down and see if we can get some value out of it. And we're going to look at one of the things I use is RotoGrinders Plate IQ, which breaks down hitters and pitchers, so I can kind of get a better idea of what's going on and to make a better bet. We're looking at the New York hitters now against the Washington Nationals pitcher. As you can see, everybody knows the New York lineup is stacked with Stanton, Sanchez, Judge, and all those guys. Those guys hit a lot of home runs. They make a lot of contact with the ball. The majority of the Yankees lineup is right-handers. As you can see, they have 2, 4, 6, 7 right-handers and one switch hitter. So really 8 right-handers in the lineup today. Washington's starting pitcher is their stud. It's a few little items I like to look at here to get an idea of how good the pitcher is and how good he's doing. And granted, these numbers are 2019 numbers, so we're basing everything on 2019 here. So I like this figure right here, the XFIP, which basically gives you the true ERA. It's basically everything he can control with strikeouts, walks, hit by pitchers, and home runs he gives up. Doesn't take in any consideration of any balls that are hitting out into the field that's not a home run, a strikeout, a walk, or a hit by a pitcher. He has a 2.92 on that. His K percent strikeout rate is 35.1% against all batters, and he only walks 4.8% of his batters. So down here, I'd like to look at a little more detailed information. Versus right-handers. He's facing a majority of right-handers today. Really 8 right-handers. And green means good, red means bad. But there's a few things I like to look at. Hard hit, soft hit, hard-soft difference. Ks, he strikes out 38% of his right-handers he faces. He only walks 2.8%. So he's very good against right-handers. He is very good against left-handers, but just not as good against left-handers versus right. So I like the matchup for Washington. I like their starting pitcher on the mound against the Yankees starting lineup. Now you can look at the batters a little bit more. Like I say, they're fantastic. You can come over here and look at hard hit. Look, Judge hits the ball hard 50% of the time. If you hit it hard enough times, you're gonna hit home runs or you're gonna hit line drives. So Yankees hitters are good. Let's look at the Washington hitters against Garrett Cole. Garrett Cole is probably the best pitcher in the league. He's a true stud. I think in his last 27 games, he's 20-1 with a 1.83 ERA. You cannot beat that, period. He's a stud. His first year with the Yankees, he's on the road in this new era, no fans. How do we think he's going to do? I think he's going to do very well. Let's look at his numbers. His true ERA is 2.46. He strikes out 39% of his batters. He walks 5.9% of his batters. So, you may get on base. You may get a walk here and there. Let's go down here. let's see. This lineup is a mix between lefties and righties, but still you have 2, 4, 6 righties in the lineup. So let's see how he does against right-handed pitchers. He does pretty good also. I mean, he's a great pitcher. He's the best pitcher in the league. So it's not pretty good. He does good. He strikes out 30%, 36% of his right-handers, 43% of left-handers he strikes out. Only thing you see, he gives up line drives, which equate into hits to right-handers. So, you have to watch that. But overall, he's good. This is going to be a great matchup. The over-on is going to be low, I think. Let's see how these teams play without fans in the stands. You got there are 2 best pitchers on the mound. So let's see how it goes. Let's move to the second game. San Francisco versus the LA Dodgers. As you can see, LA is a heavy favorite in this game. Money line is minus 315. Just a couple of days ago, it was around 250. So it's changed a lot. Dodgers considered the best team in the league. And the books think they're going to win this game easy tonight. It's the home opener for them. So we'll see how they do. Let's break them down a little bit. Let's look at their bats. I mean, their bats are incredible. The Dodgers bats are incredible. I mean, let's just look at their hard hit percentage. Okay, everybody in the lineup except their ninth hitter is over 40%. I mean, that is incredible. I mean, that is just incredible. I mean, you hit the ball hard enough, it's going to land out over the fence or in play at some period of time. I mean, there's just no comparison to the Dodgers bats. I mean, it's just, I'm telling you, they're compared to none. And here's a line drive percentage. Most of them are in the green. Most of them are good. Line drives are good. So these guys, they're very good, and they're facing one of San Francisco's best pitchers. But he has a true ERA of 4.95. He doesn't strike out many, and he walks people. So he's going to be put in predicaments tonight. Now, against right-handers, he shows very good numbers against right-handers. So, hey, he's facing a fair amount of right-handers tonight, and we'll see. But against left-handers, his numbers are not good at all. Hard hit ball. He gives up left and right-handers. So at the same rate. So to me, he's still going to give up some numbers to the right-handers. But hey, I just go through and look at this and try to break early. A lot of value in sports betting. If you can get your bets in on the first 5 innings of the game in baseball, that is a large advantage in betting if you can place some bets on the first 5 innings. And usually you have the starters in on the so the starting pitchers. Let's look at the San Francisco bats. They're facing Kershaw, of course. The Dodgers stud, he's their best pitcher. And if we look at the bats over here, all based on 2019, by the way. You can just tell by the red that they're not as good, in certain situations. Hard hit, I do like their hard hit average. A lot of those guys are hitting the ball hard, which when you hit the ball hard enough times, some good things are going to happen. And if you play DFS, this tool right here is a perfect tool for you if you're trying to break down value and put in your lineups. So let's look at Kershaw. His true ERA is 3.54. His strikeout percentage is 26.8. Walks are 5.8. San Francisco has mostly right-handers and a few switch hitters on the lineup tonight. So they'll be batting left. Let's see how he does against right and left-handers. His numbers are decent. He does give up fair hard hit balls. I mean, he's known to give up a dinger here and there. He's known to give up a home run. Look at those Ks. Strikes out 25 against left, 27 against right. Doesn't walk many at all. I mean, he's a stud also. I think there's no doubt that the Dodgers win this game tonight. Home opener. Every game is so important right now. Every game is important. The batter's going to be dialed in even more. So you can probably find some value in some other things here. Maybe the run line, minus 1.5, minus 143. You can get some value. This has went up. It was 7 runs yesterday. So if you got it at 7, you're in good position. But now it's the over-under is at 8. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do every day. We're going to break down the odds for these games. And to get my picks, you can go to my website and get my picks. My picks are posted there every day for every Major League game. And next week, also starting for every NBA game. Do have some premium picks, which is in the premium area. Those are the picks that I actually will bet through the sports books. Those picks right there. And, we look at a lot of other things when it comes to those premium picks. We break down a lot more things and look at those premium picks are just to win every one of those premium picks. That's the goal, So, hey, this is Ron P. from Wise Guy Bets with the Morning Line. Hey, today's the first day of MLB. So, see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.